spoke, the team's come back from the Lucian Rosa down at Parkside. Your kind of thoughts on how that went for the team?
I mean, overall, we ran smarter than we did at the GRIAC invite. Had some fast times, some PRs. The field was really strong. There were 5 teams that were ranked in the top, 22 in the country. So we finished 8th out of 13th, which doesn't look that good, but against that competition is pretty solid. So my younger kids definitely ran smarter, which was good. I still didn't have my couple of skiers. Then they'll add into this next meet. So with them, we would have been farther up within the standings. But I was happy with how they went out, how they ran throughout the course, and we learned a lot, I think, and we were able to run that course, which was, the regionals will be held there, so chance to preview the course there.
Talk about the field a little bit, sorry, Max, but at the last one, World GRIAC, was it you had talked about just the absolute influx and just vast number of people in that race. I'm assuming that was a big part of them running smarter in this one.
Yeah, exactly. And this one had like 120 runners versus 385. So they could see the entire field, and they could see definitely all the competitors. And then, like Wayne State was there, and Parkside. So they could see the runners. So it also gives them a chance to kind of see how they run, where they're at, where we're at against them. So it was, I think that helped to have them run smarter too. And there was my upperclassmen and freshmen, they went out more in the pack instead of out in front. So kind of learned where they could push and where they need to push more, I think, and where they didn't push enough.
So to kind of circle back, Coach, like you said, the level of competition at this meet, 5 out of the 7 teams that finished above the Wildcats were nationally rated teams. So when you enter a meet with that degree of competition and you're running against this level of competition, what does that kind of exposure do for a team, especially like the Cats, who were running, like you said, a lot of younger runners in the meet?
Yeah, I mean, it just gives them good experience. And also, when you run against that top competition, it actually pulls you along to even faster times than you would if you were, in a competition that didn't have as top level athletes. So I think it'll help bring them. It brought them to the next level, but it also, for the future, especially for the young kids, will continue to push them, and they learn from that. I mean, every time you go in, you learn something. That's what I tell them. We're racing to learn too for the next one. And then we talk about that on the bus, like, what did you learn and what did you love about the day.
So like you said, the next race for the Cats, the Warrior Challenge, going downstate. Last race before the GLIACs. So what's kind of the importance of this one for the team? What do you think is most important for them to learn from this one ahead of the conference meet?
Yeah, this one's good. It's good because it's actually going to be at the same place that the conference meet is going to be at. So Willow Metro Park, now down near Detroit. So Wayne State's hosting this one. They're hosting the conference. So it's a chance, 1, to see the course, but 2, also 8 of the 10 conference teams are going to be at this. So it's almost like a pre-conference conference. So the only ones missing will be Lake State and Grand Valley. So kind of the very top team, and then one of the teams at the bottom. So it'll give us really a good chance to see, where we're at against everybody in the conference, a chance to see the course, how we're going to run it, maybe how we need to adjust after we run it this time. I think it's great, that doesn't very often happen where you have all the conference teams at one meet pretty close to the conference. So it's kind of unique, but I think it'll be good, and good for my young kids, but also my upperclassmen too, because they've run against a lot of these other teams, and they're upperclassmen for a lot of years. So we kind of know what they've done in the past, and I guess it's everybody's putting out their cards a little bit early just to see where we're at, but then we can all readjust and come back and be ready at the conference championships.
So seeing a course, for example, like this one, which is going to be the last race before the conferences is here, and then the next race, which is the conference race, is also going to be there. So seeing a course ahead of time like that, how does that allow you to make adjustments or to come back to that course at a later date with a refined strategy? Like what are the most important things for the runners to be taking away from a course that they know they're going to see again?
Yeah, I mean, just how fast you can, go out, I guess, how fast you can do. This is an interesting one, too. It's only a 2-kilometer loop, and they go around it 3 times. So they're going to see a lot, actually. So, each loop, they actually can test and see, what they, and then in their mind, be ready for the next meet. So yeah, it's just a chance to really get ready, see what it is, see how they race it this time, so they can readjust for the next meet.